that now if you have 10,000, then we tell you kindly pay 5,000 only. We have not extinguished, but what we've done is what? To reduce. Is it true? Are you getting? Reducing reducing the liability on any shares in the respect of the shares not paid up. Then number 3, cancelling any paid up capital which is lost or unrepresented by available assets. So cancelling, this shares has not been paid up. This one has also not been paid up. But the third one is cancellation of the shares paid up. It has already been paid up, but is unrepresented by the assets of the company. We cannot be able to trace it on the assets that you're able to acquire them. Are you getting? The shares is paid up. Is that clear? But we cannot be able to we cannot be able to account for it. So we cancel it. Are we together? Canceling shares that are paid up but unrepresented by the available assets of the company, and then repayment to shareholders on the paid up assets. You see now this repayment. Can you see this one repayment? We are repaying the shareholders of the paid up capital in excess of the company's wants. Yani, company imekuwa na do mob, company has a lot of money, so we are returning to the shareholders the money they had paid. And that's what is, you see where we said reducing of the share capital also amounts to the company buying its own shares. Not all of them that amounts to the company buying its own shares. You see this one of repayment is the one that now amounts to the company buying its own shares. Repayment of the, you see, with the cancellation and repayment, it's of paid up share capital. With extinguishing and reducing, the share capital is not paid up. We said repayment of the paid up share capital, which is in the excess of the ones of the company. Yani, hii kampuni tuko na pesa, tumeona tumrudishie pesa yenu. Tumeboeka na pesa yenu. Is that okay? Because, you know, like, we don't have these needs. We are not needy. So we just return to you the money that you gave us. Repayment to the shareholders on the paid up share capital, which is in the excess of the ones of the company. And that way is reducing the share capital. It also amounts to the company buying back its own shares. And number 4 is paying off paid capital, which is in the excess of the company's needs, and reducing. Now, this one, you see, you combine this with this. That's what is point number 5. Paying off to the shareholders of the paid up share capital, and at the same time, reducing their liability, on any shares. And then finally, paying off, you now combine this with this. That is paying off capital which is in the excess of the company's needs and extinguishing the liability on any shares. So that's what is point number 5 and 6. Paying off to the shareholders of any paid up share capital which is in the excess of the company wants, and reducing their liability on any shares, and paying off, number 6, the paid up share capital which is in the excess of the company's wants or needs, and extinguishing liability on any shares. Tuko pamoja hadi hapo? Are you together on those points? Yes. Now, I think we've already looked at members' preemptive rights, and we saw the question that is commonly tested on members' preemptive rights. Maintenance of share capital. We said that we are going to look at the rules that require a company to maintain. So this share capital of 10 million shillings, we need not to dilute it. We need not to dilute it. Why do we not? Do we need not to dilute it? We need to maintain it. Why do we need to maintain it? Because it's the security to who? It is the security to the creditors. It is the security to the creditors. So I want to take questions from the online. Online students, I'm acknowledging your presence. But the problem is that you are not asking any question. It's like you're understanding everything. I hope you have maintained the numbers to the how many? No. Now go back. I want them to go back to 50. They were 45, but maybe wameishwa na battles. Okay, so I'm told to explain extinguishing. Extinguishing, we said, this one refers to shares that are not paid up. Shares that are not paid up. And what are we saying? The shares that you've not paid up, we decide to tell you not to pay. So we've extinguished the liability on any shares that you've not paid up. To extinguish means that we just tell you not to pay anything. Is that clear? Then this one also refers to not paid up, and instead of extinguishing the total liability, we reduce it. We reduce it. Are we together? Then when it comes to cancellation, what did we say about cancellation? Yeah, on any paid up share capital, which is unrepresented by the assets of the company. This one is already paid up, but we cannot be able to account for it. We cannot be able to account for it. It's unrepresented by the company assets. Is that clear? Then repayment is also on paid up share capital, which is in the excess of the ones of the company. And number 5, we said we cannot pay payment of the paid up share capital, which is in the excess of the ones of the company, and reducing liability on any shares not paid up. Is that clear? And the payment, number 6, was payment of the paid up share capital, which is in the excess of the ones of the company, and extinguishing liability on any shares not paid up. Understood? Online students, I want to see your views. You tell me when they comment. Comment. Agreed? Tuko pamoja? Oh, no, I'm becoming a politician by asking that question. I'm promoting Jubilee. So are we together? Are we together? So online students will be asking, Kaidre point 5 and 6 on modes of reduction. That's from Solonjagi. So Solonjagi is asking me to repeat. What I'm saying is that number 5 and 6, you pay any paid up share capital. So repayment is what you are repaying on what is in the excess of the ones of the company. Is that true? True. So you repay them on any paid up share capital, and any shares they had not paid up for, you reduce their liability. Is that okay? Then number 6, you pay the paid up share capital, which is in the excess of the ones of the company. That's number 6. And on any share they have not paid up for, you also extinguish their liability. I hope, Jage, you've understood that one. So any other question? JKM is telling me tuko pamoja, together as one. Okay? Whose slogan is that by the together as one? Whose slogan is that? Eh? Okay, so have you understood this? Can I rub it? Now, I said maintenance of share capital is very important. Why? Because it is a security to whom? To the creditors. And therefore, you need not to dilute it. You need not to dilute it. Which one was one of the ways in which it was protected? One of the ways in which it was protected, if you ask of the rules in maintenance of share capital, one of the rules in which it was protected, reducing the share capital, we said it is what? It is illegal. Is that okay? Because reducing the share capital also amounts to diluting. It also amounts to diluting. It also amounts to diluting. Are we together? Now, we are going now to be saying A, B, C, D is illegal. Then we talk about it. Everything that we shall be saying is illegal. Then we talk about exceptions. A company buying back its own shares is illegal. Then we talk about exceptions. Are we together? In most of them, we are going to state the rule is illegal. Then we talk about exceptions. So we are going to start with the first rule. Rules on maintenance of share capital is payment of underwriting and brokerage payment of underwriting and brokerage commission is subject. This one is not illegal. It's not illegal. Payment of underwriting and brokerage commission is not illegal. That now if you procure someone to buy shares of a company, can you earn a commission? You can earn a commission, but that commission is subject to certain conditions. So utaulizwa na examiner, state 3 conditions of payment of underwriting commission. Payment of underwriting commission. And the first condition, it must be done in accordance with the authority of articles of association. Are we together? It must be done in accordance with the authority of the articles of association. That one nobody will fail to say it. Then number 2, it should not exceed 10% of the amount of the shares. It should not exceed more than 10% of the amount of the shares. Are we together? And number 3, the amount of the commission must be disclosed in the prospectus. Memorizing mode. And I will know that you've memorized in the next class. In the next class. Conditions for payment of underwriting commission. 1, it must be disclosed in the articles of association. It must be done in accordance with the authority of the articles of association. 2, it should not exceed the 10% of the price of the shares. And number 3, it must be disclosed in the prospectus. Those are the conditions. So one of the rules of maintenance of the share capital is that payment of underwriting commission is subject to certain conditions. Then with the brokerage commission, it is not illegal at all. It is not illegal at all. So we are going to discuss it further. Are we together? So the first rule of maintenance of share capital, we said that payment of underwriting commission is subject to certain conditions. Number 2, we are going to discuss issue of shares at a premium. It is not illegal. It is not, because it doesn't reduce the share capital of the company. What is issuing shares at a premium? I said, and I told you this is a question that comes. I want to see you guys whether you listen. What is the difference between issuing shares at a premium and issuing shares at a discount? Premium is higher than the par value. Above the word is par. The examiner is looking for the word par. You know, the price of the share is 5 shillings. This is the par or nominal value. So if it is issued at a premium, it's above the nominal value. Does it reduce the share capital of the company? Doesn't. Because if the value of the share capital is 1 bob and you're issuing them at 2 shillings, will it dilute the share capital of the company? No. Because you are issuing it above the nominal value. But if you issue it below the nominal value, that is at a discount. Does that one reduce the share capital of the company? Or does it dilute? You know, what we are saying is that this share capital should be either 10 million or above, not below. So will it, now if you issue it at 0.8 shillings, so it will go below 10 million. And therefore, issuing shares at a discount is also illegal. Now, the second rule, so now the examiner, the question he tested sometimes back, I think he gave 6 marks, and the differences are at a premium is above the nominal value, at a discount is below the nominal value, at a premium is not illegal, discount is illegal, premium, it does not dilute the share capital of the company, discount, it dilutes the share capital of the company. You get 6 marks. Have you understood those differences? Yes. So I want to say that at a premium, I said it's not illegal, but the money raised, the premium raised should be used in certain ways. We cannot use it anyhow. The premium we raise we create a share premium. We first of all create a share premium account. And that share premium account can only be used in certain ways. So now the examiner will ask you uses of the share premium account. So issue of shares at a premium, issue of shares at a premium. The premium, the company must create a share premium account, and the premium can only be used in certain ways. The premium